Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my creative time with Emma, and also welcome to our day 2 and final day of our sneaky peeks from our 115th edition release. So as you can see, my throat is still jacked up, but we're going to get through this, and then I'm going to rest my voice again. Been doing lots of humidifying and steam. Good thing I have like a little facial humidifier and a facial steamer, so I'll be doing that as soon as I'm done here. So anyways, we are showcasing 3 brand new products today. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to show. Now this was kind of messed up because I don't have my new ones in front of me to show you an actual new one, okay? This stamp set that we are actually re-releasing, in the past it was called Christmas Cheer, but we are re-releasing it. It's called New Christmas Cheer. There's a total of 9 sentiments on here. Now, this is missing because we're going to use this one here today. Now, basically, this is a stamp set that I've gotten asked over and over and over for it to come back. So I bought it back, but unfortunately, the original design was on one of my older computers that crashed, and I lost everything. So that means I no longer have those fonts, designs whatsoever. So I had to recreate it. But when I recreated, there's also 4 new sentiments in here too. So I wasn't going to put this as a new release item, but you know what? I decided just to go ahead and go for it, only because every time I come out with something like this, somebody always says, how come you just didn't include it with the bundle? We could have, bought it all together. So it's going to be included with the bundle, okay? So again, this is New Christmas Cheer. That's the first item. And then we have a brand new, remember our little ghost cover die that we have? So we have a brand new Latte Cover Card Die. I'm super excited because I absolutely love this particular type of dies to make your card, just kind of kick it up a notch, and I love it. So same concept as our ghost one, okay? So we have a Latte Cover Card, and we also have a stocking covered card die, okay? So this one has a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, wait a minute, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dies in this one, and I believe there's 7 in this one. Yeah, a total of 7 dies. This one's just a little slightly larger than that one, but they're super cute. This might be a little bit longer of a video because I want to show you exactly how these come together, okay? So what I use to go with these. Now, what coordinates what I created that card series to coordinate with our cute card. This is the cute card dies, and this has this is my version of a mini slimline, okay? Now, I don't know the exact measurements of an actual ones that everybody else has out, so I'm not sure if it's the exact same one, so I don't want you to like run out and buy this and think it matches yours. So definitely check your measurements first, okay? So this one here, this is the base of the card, and it comes with the little emboss layers and stitch layers. So basically those were designed to go with this, or you can do it with a regular A2 size card as well, but you'll just have more of a background to work with, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, I went ahead and I cut everything out, and what I like about this is that you could, like say for example, if you, hold on, let me erase it. Okay, say for example, if you have a piece of paper you're trying to use and you don't have the complete, it's not big enough for your actual die cut, that's okay, because we're going to be cutting that portion out, okay? So the first one we're going to put together is our stocking card here. This is a stocking cover card. So basically, again, like I said, same concept as the other one. Now, if you're, usually my dies they cut really well. All the embossed lines, everything cuts beautifully. But sometimes if it doesn't, it's because you might need to get new plates, okay? But if you can't, if you're not able to get new plates, the whole concept of these is to nestle this part here onto the little emboss, the little crease that actually folds in half. You see how this nestles perfectly in there? If it doesn't do that for you, I suggest you go ahead and grab your score buddy here, and you'll be able to see the embossed line. Just kind of go over it. You know what I'm saying? Just go over it just to make sure it, you know what I'm saying? Make sure that it actually, you'll be able to feel this like kind of nestle in there perfectly. I hope that makes sense. So this is what we're going to do. We are going to go ahead, let me grab some little tape here. Okay, we're just going to use this here. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and nestle it in that little embossed, or little folding line, I should call it. Now, don't freak out. Now, I would, like I told my design team, practice on, don't practice on good paper, trust me. Practice on just like regular paper you don't really care about, okay? Don't think, you know what I'm saying, because you want to make sure it takes like a couple of tries just to get it perfect, you know? So, I don't want you to get discouraged and think, oh my god, this is too big for your card. I mean, obviously it'll work perfectly for your A2 size card, since that is that's what, 4 1/4 wide. But being that I'm using my little cute card series dies, so basically it will, like I said, it looks bigger if you're going to use this particular die. It looks bigger, but I promise it's not. It's the perfect size for it. So you're just going to go ahead and line it up the best you can. And then let's go ahead and put another piece of tape right here just to make sure. So we know this little line nestled perfectly up in there. So I'm actually going to put one more piece of tape right here, just in case. There we go. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just run it through my machine really quick. Okie dokie. So I went ahead, I took off the other tapes already. Let's go ahead and take this one off here. There we go. See, got stuck on that little twirly thing there. Okay, so basically this is what your card would look like once you're done, okay? And then what I did was I cut out, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to put the little layers on here, and I'm going to show you the easiest way to do it. There are cut lines of where each one goes, alright? But what I'm going to do is I did cut out this little, what I did was I just kind of measured this portion here. I measured this portion here and I just cut it out just so it could kind of fit perfectly on there. So I'm going to go ahead, we're going to put that down on there first, okay? Again, I apologize, this is going to be a long video, sorry about that. And I drank extra tea with extra lemon before this, so my voice could stick with me to get through this. Okay, let's go ahead and get this down here. There we go, that'll work. Okay, so now that we got that on there, so what we're going to do now, this just closes up perfectly on the actual little score line. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my little bone folder and just kind of do those little creases. Now the reason why I didn't use a layer in this card that's from the actual set, like from this set here, the only reason why I didn't do that is because I'm keeping this the same. This is going to be the same color all the way. Now if I was going to put in a layer on top, change the color, it wouldn't be a big deal, but I didn't want this to be white on white. No, it's not a big, I mean, it's really not that huge of a deal, but for me, that's the reason why I did it like that. Okay, so now what we're going to do, I suggest start it from the bottom and work your way up, or however you want, but there's a reason why I'm starting this way, only because there's a certain way to put this top layer on, and I'll show you that in a second. So what we're going to do, we're going to just go ahead and open this up. And that will go right there. Like I said, the cut lines will help you, will, you know, be your guide on where to actually put these little layers here. Okay, and this is going to go like so. And this is just some paper I had in my stash. These are all like literally little pieces of paper that I was able to throw together here. Okay, so I believe this one goes like so. Yeah, that one goes right there. Okie dokie. Okay, so the reason why I worked my way up, because this one here is going to overlap that guy right there, okay? So let's go ahead and just get this on. And I'm just using my favorite glossy accents. That is my go-to adhesive. I use this. I mean, if I could buy stock in it, I would. I love that stuff. Okay, so this is going to go like so, right there. And that's super cute. And then what we're going to do, last but not least, we're going to go ahead and just put these little sequences on there. But I think let's go ahead and do it with hot glue, because I have this already plugged in. And this is glitter paper. I'm not sure, I just want to make sure this does stay, you know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and get that on there. So I'm going to put these on really quick. Okay, we got the last one on here. So let's go ahead and scooch this on over. Let me get these little stringy glue things off of here. Oh, there it goes. Okay, and that's super adorable. And then all we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and stamp a sentiment on the inside. We're going to stamp, oh goodness gracious, where did I do it? Oh, here it goes. So we are going to, oh no. This one, I'm not going to stamp anything on the inside because sorry, wrong card. But anyways, this is it right here. Now you can do your little writing, just make sure you kind of keep to the left unless you don't mind showing there. Whatever you want, you know what I'm saying? Super cute. Okay, so this is my, the little one that I just did, and this was my sample one that I did right here. This is one of the new stamps from that. And then for this, I used my, the square tags. I use this one right here, the square tag dies, to put that sentiment on. And I covered up that little hole, because remember, these are the ones I told you I regretted making holes in it. I should have just left them alone with no hole, where we could just add it ourselves, but that's okay. You could always just cover it up with some twine. And I added little jingle bells on that little part right there. Isn't it super adorable? So those are my little, so this is how you put this together. Super easy. I love this card. It'll come together super quick. Okay, so now, let me grab the other one. We're going to quickly put the other. Now the other one's going to be a little different. Let me show you. This one is the same concept. We are going to go ahead and put this in here. We're going to kind of like nest it in there. And then this one you'll be able to, you know, line it up just like so. And when you nest it in there, again, it's going to look like it's overlapping. I mean, technically it is, but it's because my dies are just a little bit, they're not made so thin. So you have that extra little lip there. So let me grab my tape again. So once you get it nestled in there perfectly, just like so. And then now we're going to go ahead and just tape it down, and then we're going to run it through our machine again, okay? So we're going to do that really quick. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and take this off like so. Perfect. And then there's a strong magnet board here. And this is it right here. She's going to pop out those little parts, those little extra parts there. And I'm going to scooch this back on over here. And then, now this one's going to be a little different. Okay, this one, so basically, I'll just quickly just show you how the layers, how they were meant to be. Okay, so let's go ahead. So basically, that little cut line is showing you where there's the little hot chocolate supposed to go, just like so. And then this will just layer directly on top of it. You won't see that much of the hot chocolate, you know what I'm saying? And then you have the little designs, which are these guys here. This there. And then this is how they're cut out. You could go ahead and decorate your cup however you want. You know what I'm saying? And then here goes the little candy cane. There are two parts. This is the layers, and that's the little, and again, there's little cut lines on where to put the little, the little layers. And then you could go ahead and stick it in one of these little holes. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I didn't make this candy corn ginormous because clearly it doesn't need to be that big. You know what I'm saying? You could just go ahead and do it. So basically, that's how you would typically put it together. That's how I put my sample together. I'll show you my sample first. I cut it all out in the craft color cardstock. Then I just, glued that in there. And I use my square tag dies again. Sending you a flurry of warm wishes is from that new stamp set, New Christmas Cheer. And these are the designs, okay? And I just put the layers. But what we're going to do is I want this to be a different color cup. So what I did was I took this and I went ahead and I cut this out in this pretty turquoise color here. So I'm thinking what's the best way. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and adhere this down. So hopefully this will do. I didn't cut it like completely all the way to the top with the whipped cream because that's, we already have this guide to know where to put the whipped cream. And then I think I'm just going to go ahead and just put this adhesive right here. Okie dokie. And then we're just going to go ahead and adhere this down like so. And then I think I'm going to grab my little T-ruler here, and this is how I'm going to trim off this portion here. Now I'm going to use my T-ruler just to make sure I do it perfectly, you know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and just line this up here. Alright, so let me grab my X-Acto knife. Now, of course, this is just an extra step because I want the, only because I wanted this the cup to be a different color. So I'm going to lightly, because I don't want to mess up and like, you know what I'm saying, go through the entire paper. Okie dokie. Like I said, this is just an extra step I wanted to take, and I was dying to do it when I first got it, so I figured I'll just do it for you, just in case any of you want to do it. So before I fold it, we're going to go ahead and just quickly decorate it. Now this part will go by fast. I'm going to go ahead and just put this on here like so, with that little cut line there. And that's going to go here. And let's go ahead and just put this here to make sure that stays there. And then we are going to go ahead and put down our little whipped cream. But I'm not going to put glue like here because I want to stick that little candy cane in there. To kind of pop it up just a little bit. I'll put this on the side here. There we go. And I'm just going to line that up with the whipped cream at the top there, just like so. Let's put this down there. And then what I'm going to do is before I actually put those down, we're going to go ahead and just kind of stick this in here. Let me use this here. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and just put that down there. And then we're just going to go ahead and just decorate. I got these little snowflakes from my, let's see, here it goes. This is from my holiday envelope die. And there was a little, I always forget about these little tiny dies that are in this set, which I don't like forgetting because I love that you could actually use it for something like this. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put this across here. We're going to do 3 like so. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to put this here. We're going to put one there. And then we're going to put this here as well. And then we're going to put our little squiggly line. Should we do the squiggly line? Let's see. Yeah, why not? And then we're going to go ahead and put this at the top there. I think that came out really cute. So I'm just going to quickly adhere this down really fast. Okie dokie, now that we got everything glued down, I am going to go ahead and grab we're going to put a sentiment. This is the one I wanted to put the sentiment on the inside. But actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead. I didn't glue this down. Put a little bit behind there. Did it come out? Oh, help if I took off the little needle. Okay, so put a little hint of glue in there. So I'm going to go ahead and just use a little magnet here to hold that down like so. Super cute. I love this. Oh my goodness, I love it. So now since this is a different color, so when it closes, the white's not going to bother me because it's a different color. That's the reason why I wanted to experiment and do this with you, so we could see how it came out. So we're going to go ahead and, this is going to be on the inside of the card. We're going to go ahead and just put some adhesive on here. Get this glued down. Just like so. There we go. And let's scooch these on over. Okay, so we're going to put this here, right here. Alrighty, and then let's go ahead and just give this a quick little fold. And that's super adorable. I love this. So let me grab my little bone folder here. And kind of just make sure that stays. Now this here, I'm going to go ahead and trim that little pink one because that kind of overlaps just a tad. There we go. Now how perfect is that? Okay, so we are going to go ahead and put this sentiment in here. So I'm going to kind of just guide it. Oopsie. So what I'm going to do, okay, this is what I'm going to do, just so you'll know your little sentiment will line up. I'm just putting a little pencil mark there. So this way you'll know, you know what I'm saying, where you want to go over. I mean, if you don't mind it showing through, hey, knock yourself out, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and just, what did I do? Oh, that's a pencil mark I just did. My brain is not cooperating with me. Okay, so let's go ahead. And then just stamp that like so. Beautiful. And then now let me just use this eraser here. I lost my regular eraser. I didn't lose it technically. Well, I kind of did, but it's here in my room. I just don't know where I put it. Okay, so let's go ahead and just take all those the little things off there. And that's cute. Cheers. Christmas cheer and a Happy New Year. Super adorable. Okay, I absolutely love. So I'm going to put a little magnet on here. I'll hold it closed just for a little bit because everything's so thick on there. So these are our two okie dokie. So these are our brand new dies. I am super excited about these two cards. I mean, they're going to be so much fun to work with. Now this one, of course, doesn't have to be for Christmas. It could be for all occasions. I also have a set called Not a Decaf Day. The sentiments will work beautifully with that. And this one, I mean, I'm pretty sure we could think of something else to use beside Christmas. I think they're super adorable. So these are the brand new die sets and our brand new stamp set as well. So that is it for today, everyone. Head on over to my blog at www.creativeTimeForMe.com to see what the rest of my amazing team has done for you today. And thank you so very much for tuning in. Before I forget, don't forget to leave your comments on all of our blogs for a chance to win these two die sets along with the stamp set New Christmas Cheer, okay? Leave your comments for a chance to win those. I will announce all winners on my blog tomorrow, Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And what else? Our Black Friday, early Black Friday, will be starting tomorrow as well. So that is tomorrow, which is Wednesday, November 24th, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm not going to give you the coupon codes. You'll see the coupon codes. I'm going to try and get them in the store too, so you won't have to keep referencing back to my blog. It'll give you the breakdown of which code, like if you spend this amount, you'll get $10 off if you spend this amount. You know what I'm saying? There's 4 different codes for you to choose from. Just choose the one that applies to your order, okay, everyone? So again, thank you so very much for tuning in. Let me think if I have anything else. Oh my God, the most important thing I forgot to tell you all. We have a few items that will be available as well tomorrow that are back in stock. I'm super duper excited about these. So many of you have been waiting for this. These are our bunch of stitch circle dies. Now my original set, for some, I don't know why I did it, but there were dots instead of stitching, but I switched it. So we have double stitching on each of the circle. There goes that little wavy die. So that's back in stock, which will be available the same time as the release, but these are going to be in the back in stock section, okay, category I should say. And then I'm super excited that we have our stitch zigzag dies back in stock. Comes with these little hearts there, and this is what the little tags look like when you cut them out. I'm not going to take them all the way out, just so you could kind of get the whole gist of them. They're super cute. And then we have the little word dies that come with it. There goes hugs, and then as you can see right there, smile. Yeah, so that's back in stock. Our oops, this is wrong here. Put too many on there. This is our scallop stitch rosette dies are back in stock, and the star of the show, the little fun size scallop stitch bow die, and the small size scallop stitch bow die. I don't have the medium in. That will not be in until probably January. Yeah, so those are you'll find those in the back in stock category, okay? So again, that's it, everybody. Don't forget to take a look at the coupon codes so you'll know which one will apply for you. And that's it. Have a fabulous day, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in. And I will see you all back here tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. for our blog hop. And don't forget to check back to see if you were the lucky winner of any of our stuff that we showcased today. Okay, and yeah, today and yesterday. Okay, thanks again, everybody. Bye-bye.